Welcome back to the CriblCon 25 show floor. We're here at the CriblCast news desk. I've got an old friend, I think at this point, Stuart Bowell from NETbuilder. You know, NETbuilder has been, as long as I've been at Cribl, and I've been here a long time, you all have been working alongside us to help our joint customers. And so I just can't thank you all enough for being here, showing up for our customers, and we love you guys. So I think just to start, can you walk us through how NETbuilder leverages Stream, Edge, Lake, and Search to really solve problems for your customers and really improve that data retention, muscle?
Absolutely. I mean, I think one of the great things that we've learned over time is that not only is Stream and Edge and Search and Lake, they're great products, you guys keep coming up with new ones. I think one of the things where we really bring value to the customers is helping with the operational side, the people side. A lot of the time, companies aren't in a position to have a dedicated Cribl team. So we can help them train, learn, do knowledge transfer, understand their environment, and also understand their data and what their needs are. As you said, we've been a long-time partner of yours. We've done so many, I think over 200 now for you guys and your clients and our clients, that we're in a really special position that we've been there, we've done it, we've got the t-shirt, and we know how to solve a lot of those problems straight away and really maximize the value that people are getting.
Kind of know where like the landmines are, and it's like, and again, that human side of it, like, hey, have you thought about this? That consultative approach versus just like, hey, we're selling you something. It's like, we're going to come alongside you. Here's how you should be thinking about that, asking questions, solving it from a first principles point of view. SIEM migration is obviously a hot topic in the industry. I have joked with people all day today that the best SIEM is your next one, because that's all anybody thinks about. It's like, the next one's solving all my problems. And but again, there are 1,000 reasons to move from one SIEM to another, and another customer may reverse that, and that's fine too. Everybody has different needs. What are the main ways that you help kind of unlock a easier path to SIEM migrations for your customers using Cribl?
I think with regards to that, the aspect that's worked so well is that a lot of companies have had a SIEM for a long time. There's a lot of maturity in it, but there's not necessarily the features, or there's not necessarily everything that they want. And taking the ingestion layer as the primary source of pain is often what it is. So it's not just moving the SIEM, it's moving the data. And it's in one format and it needs to be in another. So leveraging Cribl for that just simplifies a lot of things, and it gives the client the flexibility to move to wherever they want to move, to own their data again. That sometimes for the first time.
Well, I've said on to other people outside of this industry, like, I think the theme in IT for the next decade is anti-vendor lock-in and needing vendors to collaborate together, even where you might quote unquote compete at times. Yeah. Customers don't care. Yeah. They don't care about your business issues with other businesses. Like, hey, I got problems to solve, help us to work together. I totally agree with that. I think the MSP space is, because there's really not enough skilled technicians in the world to handle all the challenges we have. You can't hire enough people, and even if you can, you can't afford them. What kind of customers find immense value in having a managed service provider for, say, their Cribl environment?
I think most companies are not in the business of data. They make cars, or they make prescription drugs, or they're solving financial services challenges, or so many other things that companies do around the world. And this is an area that is vitally important, but not necessarily their primary focus. At NETbuilder, we're different. So we can be an MSP for them with Cribl or with their SIEM or whatever it might be, but we're also in a position that we can hire and train and transfer our engineers, our consultants over to them if that's something that they want to do. So leveraging Cribl gives you the flexibility to be in a position that you've got all of your avenues open, and not having to necessarily own the technology yourself, deal with the day-to-day problems. If you get it set up right, you can do so many things so much faster. And that gives your teams, your clients' teams, the time to do the other things that are important. So that's really a lot of value there.
Well, you said something interesting, and I think that the way I think about it is like, their business is making cars. They're not a data organization. It's sort of like if you're you're a trucking company, your job is getting products delivered. you don't
Absolutely.
really want to worry about making the fuel for the. You just want somebody like you. I want to pay somebody else to deliver that to me. That's kind of that. Like we want the outcome. We don't necessarily have the team to get us there, and that's where having an MSP is fantastic.
And I think, data might not be your business, but it's a part of your business, and it's a vital part, especially in this day and age.
It is.
So, you've got to have someone that you can trust. You've got to have someone who will get the job done, and you've got to pick the right tools like Cribl.
Well, this is it's people you can trust. I think is the key part. You got to have the right technology with the right people. And I think when we look around the show floor, we've got so many people here. It's been a really incredible day. Obviously, NETbuilder is you guys have been at every CriblCon.
Absolutely.
What is your favorite part about CriblCon?
I think my favorite part is everyone getting together, and the time that we're spending is about Cribl. So often when you're in engagements, when you're delivering work for a client, Cribl's a big part of it, but there's other things too. There's load balancers, there's challenges, there's SIEM problems, whichever SIEM it is. There's observability, telemetry and AI is a big thing now, and it's just going to keep increasing. So everyone having time to come together to learn about some of the amazing new features you guys are bringing out, and also being in a position that you can actually just catch up on some, data transport, routing, reduction, all those kind of things, and see where people are at and what they're doing.
Again, from the Cribl team to your entire team, we're so thankful for you all for being here, but also just for the work that you've done over the past few years for us. We really value the partnership, and we're thankful y'all took the time to be here.
Well, thank you so much. I mean, we love you guys too. We just got our second award for Global PS Partner of the Year. We're really proud of that. It's something that we work really hard to do, and hopefully it continues for a long time.
Absolutely. Thank you for listening. Thank you for joining us on the CriblCon 25 show floor. We'll be back later with some more incredible interviews.